Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I'm finally happy in one of these. I'm finally smiling. Got a win. Got the full kit on today. We got the full outfit on because we got a win. We got a big win. We've won back-to-back games for the first time in like 50 games. We've done it.
Should be feeling good.
That's amazing. Life's pretty good. Mondays are tough, but not when your team wins on a Sunday night. It's unbelievable scenes. Actually, both our teams won quite convincing. Well, not convincing. You guys won convincingly. We got a big win over the weekend. So smiles all around. Happy all around. Yeah. Arsenal fans will be happy as well. They now go clear the top of the Premier League. Somehow City are second. We'll sort of get onto all those sort of plot lines as we go through today's video. I want to get straight into it. I don't know.
Don't beat around the bush.
Step around this. Let's get straight into it. Key talking point. We're back.
United 2-1 Merchants.
Oh, and Liverpool 2-1 loss Merchants, mate. They love
it.
They love a 2-1 loss. Now, honestly, that was a very, very impressive win. Especially, and all the United fans are saying this, when we concede in the past, especially the last 4 or 5 years, go 1-0 up at City or go 1-0 up at Arsenal or Liverpool, and we concede to make it 1-1, it's always like...
head loss.
Yeah, we're cooked here. It's going to be like a 3-1 loss. But the fact we went and scored like 5 minutes later, down the other end, two, I guess you can say, set-piece goals, because one was from kick-off and one was from a corner. So that's showing improvement as well. We're not conceding from set pieces. We're scoring from set pieces. It's like, we're finally looking like coherent. And I feel bad now because I've been the guy who's sort of been buying time for every other manager. And then I got to Amrin probably like 3 weeks ago and I was done with it. I checked out with the season. I was like, yeah, it's over. But now 2 wins in a row, Brighton at home. Obviously, that's a tough game. That's real. For me, that's the real test. Can you go and beat a Brighton at home after a big win? Because we've done this now. We've beaten the defending champs last year and this year now away from home. So we can do the big games, but can you do the littler games?
And Brighton at home is not a little game.
No.
I think a bunch of the big, like, current top 8 have struggled or failed the Brighton at home test.
I actually can't remember the last time we beat Brighton. We haven't beaten them in a really
I think they've
long
done
time.
the double over you for 2 years now.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
And that's under different managers and different systems as well. So we just can't get the better of them. So yeah, that's a big test. But on the game last night, it was great to see, like I said, character, ability to bounce back, resilience, defensive solidity. I know Liverpool hit the woodwork 3 times with Gakpo, but it was one of those games where despite getting out XG'd and all of that, I felt like we deserved the win. I think most people around world football sort of said the same thing. We sort of deserved that win last night. We grounded out. Good first goal by Mbeumo. Great to see Maguire. Like you can meme him all you want, but he's literally been clutch for us the last sort of 3 seasons. So I was so happy with the result. I'm just happy with the character of the team. Showed fight, showed spirit. And in a big derby like that, that's got to give you confidence now to try and push up the table.
Yeah, for sure. And also don't get hung up on like the nerd stuff of XG. That
XG merchants aren't we? We're not living with XG here, are we?
No, we love some XG, but except when it's against our team.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I think really fortunate for you guys. It was a good win, but you look back at the highlights and you go, Liverpool have lost at Anfield, conceded both goals, probably because of Konate.
Yeah, I didn't even say that.
And you go, well, you've let like a starter go into last year of contract and now you're paying the price for it. And also getting a bit of like a sort of bit of their own medicine in, like we'll just once the player who wants to join us let his contract run down, but now it's happening to them.
And both are stinking up the game.
A little,
It feels like a bit like Van Dijk. Like obviously everyone goes to criticise him first, and I'm not very protective. I actually rate Van Dijk very, very highly, but it was one of his poor games as well.
It's been a poor season for him. Yeah. Like he's been found out a few times.
Yeah, it just goes to show though, like a centre back partnership is a partnership.
Yeah,
that's why Arsenal are so good because they're both very, very good. That's why Liverpool have been good because Konate and Van Dijk I think have been the top 5, top 6 the last 3 seasons. Definitely. But if one's off, the other falls off, and it also just collapses. And especially that first goal, the way how easy we were to just go through the lines.
Yeah.
You don't see that against Liverpool very often. The last sort of few seasons when we've had little half chances, we always seem to get in behind, then Van Dijk's or Konate's there to make a block. But that first goal, the way Boomer was going to just waltz in and have a clear shot on goal, it's like, this isn't what we're used to.
Yeah,
it isn't what I'd expect from Liverpool. Yeah. So, yeah, alarm bells sort of have to happen there for them because you've got all this attacking talent, yet you can't score more than one goal.
Yeah. I think that was game plan malfunction from them, and probably game plan malfunction from them for the last few games. Because while I rate Gakpo, and everyone should, is he like Liverpool like top scorer level? Because that's like highest level in the Prem. Needs to be able to put those chances away. Like you said, hit the woodwork a few times. Failed like lob shot, whatever that was.
The header as well was bad.
Yeah, and those are the chances like a Liverpool top attacker should be converting. So, and not to point like it was a pretty poor performance all around.
Yeah,
not to point at like Van Dijk, Konate, and Gakpo because Salah ghosted.
He ghosted again.
Yeah, the strikers still haven't. Oh,
I think Ekitike was good.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Chiesa was good as well, but everyone else was just poor. I think another question I was thinking about this today. 'Cause I saw the stat for the Bundesliga come up. Luis Diaz is the second highest goal. I know it's the Bundesliga, but
no.
Luis Diaz is the second highest goal scorer in that league, and they had a left winger last night that just couldn't find the back of the net. And I'm like, if Luis Diaz is there, different game probably.
4 goals. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe
goals. We're all at sea and we've conceded 5 or 6 again. It just felt like you lost Mane. Obviously, Mane's a while ago, but you lost Mane, a presser, an energy player, a goal scorer. Salah now's falling off because just age, just happens, right? And then you sold Diaz last season, a presser, an energizer, a finisher, and it's like you've only now got sort of a wash Salah left of that really, really energetic front line that could finish chances. Like, did they really have to get rid of Diaz?
I feel unfortunate for like the Liverpool management because these situations obviously reflect badly on them, but it's like the normal thing to do in football to get rid of aging players. Salah being the exception because he had an absolute stormer of the season. But I back their decision to sell Diaz. It's just you don't have many elite like left wingers at the moment in world football.
Yeah, probably true.
And I think Gakpo just obviously isn't filling his boots. But still, like I said, the aging forwards get sold off and no one bats an eye. But if you don't have someone to fill those boots, then it's a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, it just felt like last night. This morning it came to me like, if Luis Diaz is there, I'm very worried. But big win for the boys last night. Happy with that. Massive, massive back-to-back wins now. I think a bit of a roll. First time United have been in the top half for like ages, by the way. It's some ridiculous start. I forgot what it was, but we're back in the top half. So that's huge for us. Do you have anything else you want to say with the key talking point?
Prem is so back. Premier League football.
So agree.
That was probably up there with the most entertaining weekends of football in a while. Like, you had 3 threes, you had 2-1s everywhere. It's just peak.
Yeah, 3-0, 2-1, 2-0, 3-3, 2-0, 2-0, 1-0, 2-1, 2-1, and then another game tonight.
Yeah, so and that shouldn't be a boring match either.
No,
by any means.
2 teams just fighting.
I think that's 2-2 got written all over it.
It's gonna be competitive. It just feels like any team could beat any team on any day.
But the Prem's like gone that direction for a few seasons now. But this season is like feels legit.
Yeah, the bottom 3 are not the bottom 3. Like it could be anyone.
Yeah, and similarly, like championship teams recently promoted, they are not like dead on to be bottom 3 for the whole season. Like they're statistically probably likely to end up there, but they're at least fighting properly.
Well, none of them are there now, as we currently see it. So that's something. That's something in that.
Leeds need to pick up form.
Leeds are fun. I feel like all the teams are just good at home. They keep winning their home games. I back them in.
True.
Burnley doing it. Leeds sort of did it. They've been good at home. They haven't just picked up the points yet.
Enough.
And Sunderland, well, jeez, that's just ridiculous. All right, winners for this weekend. Can I start with the great man, Danny Welbeck? Who isn't happy that Danny Welbeck's scoring goals? So he comes off last year, 11 goals. I think his best ever season in the Premier League, or just best season goal scoring in general in all competitions. He's now got 4 goals this year off 5 starts.
Yep.
He's made 6 or 7 appearances, but only 5 stars.
Jeez.
Killed off Newcastle the weekend. That shattered their sort of momentum they were building. And that's a separate story for another time in Newcastle, because they're sort of like 1 step forward, 2 steps back right now. But that was a massive game for Brighton, because they dropped points away to Wolves. And I'm like, where is Brighton this season? Where are we looking at them? Yeah. But the way they just dismantled Newcastle the weekend, Danny Welbeck being the man for the moment with the 2 goals to win the game for them, I love it. 2 shots, 2 goals, clinical, little dinked finish in there as well. I don't know. You talk about prime Prem and Prem being back. Yeah. Seeing Danny Welbeck bagging is making me happy. So he's a massive winner for the weekend for me. For
sure. Obviously had just United in general, big winners, but we've spoken enough about that.
Oh, maybe not. You can do it more if you want.
No, actually, sorry. I forgot who I was talking to. Just need to keep it going. That poor guy out there needs a haircut.
That brother needs a haircut.
Yeah, just keep it going. Get him his haircut.
I still to this day don't think it's healthy. It cannot be good for you letting your hair grow that long. All right, you mentioned it, 3-3. I just said the winners on the weekend were whoever watched that Palace and Bournemouth game. And I was one of them. I'm glad to say I was one of those guys. What's a game, a classic. This will go down to the end of the season. We'll look back and be like, top 5 Prem games of the year. This probably 2-1 maybe if we get lucky. With some more games to come, hopefully some other good ones. But talk about the 2 up-and-coming Prem sides. Yep. My 2 sort of second teams almost as well, going head-to-head. 2 great managers. List coming up later on, but Krupi with the double, Mateta with a hat-trick, missing the chance of the year. The last kick of the game.
World Cup final-esque.
Oh, genuinely. That's Colin Mawani 2.0 right there. You got boom, boom. You got good crowd. You got Bournemouth away fans actually turning up. It was a belter. It was a classic game. And if you didn't watch that, well, shame on you.
Yeah.
You missed out an all-timer. But like you said, that is prime Prem football on the weekend. 2 goals up, 2-2, 3-2, 3-3. Yep. Big chance to end. They had everything. So, massive game. And fair play to both those 2 clubs, because, Palace restart their unbeaten streak again. Yep. Bournemouth get, in the end, a handy point away from home and remain that top 5. So, look, 2 great clubs. What a game. And what a watch the weekend.
Speaking about that game, can I just say that feels like the Bournemouth I expected this season.
Yeah.
And I hope it's not a trend that continues, but that's what I thought everyone would expect from that Bournemouth defense.
Conceding.
Like, that's what happens when you lose a whole partnership at the back. And credit where credit's due for it to have not happened until, game week 8.
Yeah.
But
it is a worrying sign.
It is a worrying sign.
Away from home.
Mateta who's been underperforming this season
He had 11 shots. I just looked at the stats.
Yeah,
there was a lot of chances.
4 XG.
Yeah. Yeah, 3.67 XG, and he missed 3 big chances as well.
Yeah.
So they conceded a lot of opportunities.
Yeah.
It was a crazy first 30 minutes, by the way. That thing was like basketball. It was like, we'll run in the next, one in the next. But yeah, great watch.
I've gone Lemons, a big winner, cementing himself a little.
Good
guy. Not that there's anyone out there uprooting any goalkeepers, but I didn't watch the full performance. I've watched extended highlights, and I thought he was pretty good.
Good again.
It's rare for a United keeper to do the basics well.
You would have thought
in the last few seasons at least. So that, I suppose, should be refreshing for you guys.
Yeah, I said it. I've never thought I'd be happy to see a goalkeeper collect a corner.
Yep.
I don't know. I keep saying it. I don't think we've seen that as a United fan since Edwin van der Sar.
Oh yeah.
Because De Gea didn't come for corners either.
Yep.
So it's been a good hot minute since the keeper just came out and just caught the ball.
I mean, Onana would had bets going against himself at score from corners.
Yeah, literally. We 2 Olympicos we conceded last year. That's
in 2 weeks as well.
It's crazy.
Check that man's bank account.
Yeah, exactly. What's the incomings there? What's going on there? I like it. Good shout. I think it's now 8 saves in 2 games.
Should be more.
Yeah, or something like that. Or 9. It was only 4 against Sunderland, but it felt like 7 or 8 in that one. But yeah, good game from the Lamans once more. And I went, like you mentioned sort of earlier about the relegation crew. I went the winner being Burnley on the weekend. So they've gone 2 wins this season. They're out of the drop zone, but the 2 wins have been against Sunderland and Leeds. And you're probably thinking like, well, how are they a winner then? But what you need to do to stay up is beat those around you at home. And that's what they're literally doing that. Yep. They've had some stinkers away from home. They've been battered by City and but that's not their fight. Their fight is at home versus West Ham's, Sunderland's, Leeds, Wolves, Forest, Brentford. If you can beat all of them at home, that's probably going to keep you either 17th, 16th, or 18th, and then from there you pick up points away from home.
For sure.
I'm impressed.
I'm actually kind of confused because, like, you as soon as you said that, I was like, oh, like that's not that big of a deal, them winning those. But I don't know why Burnley have such high expectations. Like, everyone has such high expectations for them. Like, I understand they were like Prem team not too long ago, so maybe that's it. And they had a good championship season defensively, but to get battered by City is not unusual to be a mid-table team. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. But like you said, winning those games, like even drawing those games, but winning is important.
When you think about that, just taking 3 from your
it's a 6 point.
Yeah, it's the definition of a 6 point. I know it's so early on in the season, we can't be calling it this early, but when we go back through the year, and I like that point, Burnley's got the weakest squad in the Premier League as well. Like, Leeds' squad actually unbelievable. Like, Longstaff, Stack, Darlow, a goal. They've got some, and Calvert-Lewin, as much as we can meme him, he's still a Prem-proven player.
Might even call it a stacked team.
Anton stacked team. That's what he's got. But then in Sunderland's that's just bloody World 11 over there.
Yeah.
They've got these Champions League players. They've got invincible players. So you're like, okay, but if you're beating these teams at your place, well, that's the best you can do. Yeah. So I think they're massive winners from the weekend.
How many points are they on? They must be doing
7. Well, I've got them here. 7 points, 2 wins this season, and out of the drop zone already.
Yeah. But the thing is, there's obviously that sweet spot of points per game that you want.
Yeah.
It was 38. 37, 38 is safe.
Yeah, 1 point a game gets you safe.
Obviously, I think Wolves and Forest, trends-wise, probably end up way below that. So you're looking for the beating your West Ham, your Brentford points by the end of the season.
Absolutely.
And to be honest, I think one of those teams gets under 35. So I think it might be a low ending points tally for relegation, but it's still going to be competitive.
Yeah. I think it's a case because everyone's very good that you're going to take points off each other. Yeah. It's not going to be a case like the last few seasons where the bottom team is just rubbish.
I do think some of the less established Premier League teams are going to struggle when AFCON comes about. I've looked at squads and there's obviously quite a bit of African representation that are going to be lost to those squads. So they need to get their points up before and obviously gel quickly after.
Yeah. Sunderland have a lot of African players.
Yeah.
Good shout. I like that.
I've gone Arsenal being just big winners. That's pretty self-explanatory. Everyone's got them statistically nailed on to win a title. Mm-hmm. So I think it's fair. I don't think they go about losing 4 games in a row. And that's... No. I think City last season did it, didn't they?
I'm pretty sure. Or they went through a barren spell.
Yeah. So I think Arsenal sort of... It's there. They make enough changes. They don't lose 4 in a row.
Yeah. I think the best thing I saw from the weekend was if they go as it currently is, they'll beat the record for least goals conceded in a season. So that's for me where, okay, Liverpool lost 4 games in a row. City are capable of losing 2 in a row. Arsenal just won't lose back-to-back games because they might draw 4 games in a row, but they're still picking up 4 points in these games. I don't see a world where Arsenal can lose back-to-back games because they're so good defensively.
For sure, yeah.
There's no way you can score 2 against Arsenal back-to-back. I think it's almost humanly right now impossible. So I think that's in their back pocket.
I think they'll need a big injury at the back. And even that won't be enough because we've got some good players coming up in
in this list. There's a list coming up. I like that. That's a great little just chuck that out there. I like that. Do it early. No, I like that. I've said Arsenal so many weeks now, so I thought I'd give them a rest. But yeah, by the way, classic Arsenal performance as well. 1-0.
Should have been more.
Should have been more, but just gets it over the line.
Yeah. Credit to Fulham, by the way.
Credit to Fulham, but also that's their bogey team. They haven't beaten Fulham at Craven Cottage in 3 years, I don't think.
That's crazy stats.
Yeah, and they've beat them. That's always been the start of their mini downfalls each year. There's that away game to Fulham. They finally got the win, so all things are trending in that direction for Arsenal. Hate to say it, but it is. It might happen. All right, from the winners to the losers, I've got 3 this week because I had to start with this. It's a bit harsh, I know, but Jean-Philippe Mateta, for me, is a loser from the weekend.
Oh, that's crazy because I can have 3 as well.
Okay, good. We can check both 3 in there. I have to say Mateta, and I think he thinks it himself. I remember at full time, he just fell to his knees and someone tried to give him the ball and he just slapped the ball away.
Yeah.
Like he knew he butchered that moment. Not only that moment, but yeah, early in the game, he'd missed opportunities as well.
3 big chances.
3 big chances missed. 11 shots, 3.67 XG. Yes, he got a hat-trick, and Mateta's a player that normally overperforms his XG because he finishes those unbelievable chances. But like you've said to me, and I think like I've said here on camera as well, he's been like, his XG is so high, he just hasn't found it yet.
Credit for that. Like the XG being high means he's getting those shots away in good areas and it's bound to be fixed event. Like it always seems to even out towards the end of the season. So I think if he keeps up, and he's got unbelievably creative attacking players alongside him, I think he does well this season.
Yeah. Oh no, that's the thing with Mateta. I think I remember the Liverpool game. Did he not hit the crossbar and the post in that game? Like, see, he's had these opportunities, and I think he'll just be kicking himself because he could be like up there with Semenyo and Haaland Golden Boot already this season if things had gone his way. Yeah. But I think he'll be kicking himself with that on the weekend because that's a massive 3 points for Palace if they win that. They jump Bournemouth and they're in that Champions League top 5 spot. So as much as it was a great game, he even knows himself. He saw it at full time. He probably is a loser in the end from the weekend. We're harsh
but fair.
Scores a hat trick, loser.
Yeah. Similarly, I'll go Haaland if we want to keep that up. I don't know how many big chances he missed.
I think it was 2 for him as well.
Let's pull that up because in my mind, I think he missed 3 or 4.
Right at the end, he could have had there's that double chance right at the end as well.
Let's pull up these receipts. Oh, he only missed 2.
2 big chances.
But still, that's
for Haaland.
That's rough. But yeah, let's be harsh.
We're being harsh. We've got high standards for these players. My second loser is Wolves. Yet to win this season. And there's a bit of context behind this because the last 2 draws they've picked up, they probably deserve to win them. A late Palhinha screamer and then like a Van Hecker sort of like scramble sort of goal at home. They could have been on 8, what would they be on? They would have been like 5 points or 6 points. Yeah. Instead they're on 2. And the way they lost on the weekend is just like when things are going down, things are going down. Like the own goal was unlucky. Yeah. The first goal, I don't know what Johnston's done. He's Papa dumb hands, man.
Don't discredit Naughty.
He pulled through for some people. I know in particular.
Don't discredit Naughty. Man's movement is unbelievable.
The shot went straight at the keeper. I'm thinking like, what has he done?
What does the keeper do?
I feel sorry for Wolves fans. And I've seen a clip of at full time the fans just like a verbal barrage at the manager and the players. And I feel sorry for Vitor Pereira as well because he set this side up perfectly. They're doing their job and then just having brain fades in moments. Yeah. And it's just a real tough time for Wolves because when you're in a rut, it takes a lot to get out of it. And I thought they'd done that the last 2 weeks. Yeah. But when you're not picking up 3 points and only getting a point, and then you get like this weekend, it's just like, can we ever get a win?
Yeah. And unfortunately for like Prem teams at the bottom of the table, it usually takes a manager getting sacked to get out of the rut, which I don't think Wolves should do.
No.
But they also get relegated then. Or they sack their manager, bring in someone new who may not do as well long term and still get relegated. Like that's sort of the where you're at.
And I think with Nuno being available for all of a week, everyone was thinking, should we go back and get our... Because they see him like a bloody saint or a god at Wolves. So I think that's put the doubt in people's minds. And now that obviously he's not available anymore, but now that that was a thing, they're like, oh, do we still want Vitor Pereira? So there's a lot of questions there.
Yeah. I'm gonna sort of quote you on this because you said this probably yesterday or Saturday.
Yeah.
But Newcastle, unfortunate that their new Star Boys goal didn't count for much.
Nothing.
and it was insane.
What a goal. What a finish.
Highlight reels.
Yeah.
In a season, but doesn't count for much, unfortunately.
Yeah. I think he was the only player on that park that really looked like he wanted it on the weekend.
Yeah.
It was really weird in Newcastle because that's not Newcastle I think of.
Yeah.
I think in Newcastle was aggressive, angry, physical. It just, it wasn't there. It wasn't there. And he's the only player that scored an away goal. I think I told you that yesterday. Newcastle scored one away goal this season, and it's been him in that finish. So,
and really uncharacteristic from the midfield. Like Bruno G probably should have put that one away.
Yeah.
At home he does.
Yeah.
Like I don't see what obviously like atmosphere dictates some players, but
shouldn't be this much though.
Not that much.
It look like two different teams from home and away. It's really it's weird. I agree with you there. And finally for me, I've gone doubled down and gone Gakpo as well.
Yeah.
Like 3 woodworks hits, missed in the open header, wasn't at his clinical best. Again, I'm someone who's also trying to back Gakpo across the last few years because I know Nathan always says he's not a big fan of Gakpo as a Liverpool fan, so I'll take his word for it because he sees him week in, week out. But I always thought Gakpo was a handy player, especially under Arne Slot, but he did cost that team on the weekend.
Which is crazy because he's ended up with a goal and what's that, 8.3 rating.
Yeah, one of the strongest on the pitch.
But with an expected goal like 1.47 and like 5 shots in the box. Like
got to do better than that.
Maybe 2.
Yeah.
2 save some face.
Yeah. Well, saves the result as well.
Yep, saves the result as well.
Yeah, that's the most important bit. So I have to put him in there.
Keeps up with Arsenal a little bit.
Yeah.
I've gone Ange, but not because he's out of that Forest team. I think he'll be happy to be out of that. I've put Ange as a loser because he has to buy out his lease, which is hilarious.
Oh yeah. when like I said, when it rains, it pours, man.
Yeah.
When it rains, it pours. And that's the thing with Ange as well. He's a loser because he can't get a job now. Like his next job will be bloody A-League at this rate.
No, I don't think he drops there. But I don't think he gets Prem. He could get Championship for sure.
Do you reckon he goes into another Big 5 Europe League, maybe?
I think
Bundesliga sort of suits his style.
I think we'd see something weird from Ange. I wouldn't be surprised if he heads like Turkey.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I see what you mean, yeah. Like an Ole Gunnar Solskjaer type.
Yeah.
Mourinho type.
Yeah. Because that gets you into some big teams across the top 6 or 7 leagues.
Yeah, it feels like you need a very specific environment for him to flourish.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be the Prem, unfortunately.
I think he'll join like a team that's destined to come top 4 in some top league.
Yeah.
But that doesn't need like a title win just yet. Because he does need time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And to be the shortest permanent manager in Prem history is not giving a manager who needs time.
Yeah. It's an unfortunate record to have in your back pocket for Big Ange. But there you go. That's the rounds done there. And it brings us to this week's list, which is the under-23s combined 11.
Very nice.
The young'uns, they're younger than both of us, basically, on average.
Some of them.
Some of them. It's the where do we go wrong list.
Yeah.
There's some serious ballers on this list.
For sure.
Starters in particular. How many start one? Two?
What formation you got here?
I stuck with a classic 4. I actually stuck to the 4-3-3 this time.
I've got a bit of a weird one.
That's fine. I do that most weeks. I finally stuck to the guns this week and went with a 4-3-3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I've got like a 4. Maybe like a 4-2-3-1.
Oh, that's a mouthful. That's fine. Yeah.
Maybe like a 4-4-1-1 kind of vibes.
Okay, teams play it.
Yeah.
For mine, I've got at least 8 starters as well. That's how crazy these guys are.
The current starters?
Yeah.
I've got a lot.
Yeah.
I've got a lot, surprisingly.
That's why this list came to me in the week. I'm like, we've got a lot of young players, actually globally right now in world football, are doing good stuff, but in the Premier League, so there's like a lot of young players like carrying their side. So interesting to see how this team goes together. Do you want to do your back four and goalkeeper first?
Of course. So we've got, I think, the only realistic goalkeeper choice, and that's Rofes.
Yeah, unanimous. I have him my team of the year in just every league. He is the best keeper in the world right now, it feels like. In form. On form. Obviously, you'd pick Courtois, Alisson and the like, but like on pure form, saves, goals prevented.
Oh, definitely.
Number one.
Definitely. Stats make him look like a god.
Yeah, he looks like a god in stats.
Yeah. I've got O'Reilly from City.
Mm-hmm.
I've got good old Josh at Chempong.
Put him in. I like it.
I do. I back the boy. I struggle with centre backs, but just for this centre back spot, the other one is very nailed on, and that would be Arsenal's Mosquera.
Yeah.
It's self-explanatory.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've struggled a little bit with the other fullback. I'm going to go Lewis.
Okay.
Because I've always backed him, and I think the hate is forced.
Yeah.
He does, like, he's young, and young players are like expected to make mistakes.
Okay.
And everyone gives Pep hate for wanting robotic players, but then you have a player who's young and makes mistakes, and everyone hates on him.
Yeah.
And you're like,
double standards.
Yeah.
I'm one of those agenda persons that get Rico Lewis, but I'll keep my mouth shut. Also, Robin Rose in goal for me. I went Miles Lewis-Skelly as my left back. I was close to putting Lewis Hall in at left back, but we can't forget about Lewis-Skelly's last 6 months at the end of last season where he just made left back his own. And for a minute there, everyone thought he would be the left back for England in the World Cup. So I think we can't forget about that. He was really, really good.
My question, though, is what happens when O'Reilly gets his World Cup spot?
And that's the thing.
Does that affect your list?
It does 100%. Well, I put O'Reilly in first. I'm like, I need to stop this because I have an agenda with O'Reilly. I love this guy. I'm putting him on a pedestal. I have him really, really high. But I thought, no, let me just calm my jets here and just go on Miles Lewis-Skelly has played a lot of good football and a lot of big Champions League games as well. So I like O'Reilly more than Miles Lewis-Skelly, but I had to just tone it back, I felt like, because
no, that's fair.
It could be unbearable for the people at home. So I put Miles Lewis-Skelly as left back. I thought the two centre backs were nailed on for me. I had Mosquera as well. Again, I keep saying about this, but his Valencia time last year was unbelievable and don't know how they got him for so cheap. And I had Lenny Euro in as well. I think he plays above his age grade, Lenny Euro.
Yeah.
He did have mistakes in him last year, I'll give you that. But this year, when playing, it probably looked like one of our better centre-halves alongside Mateta de Ligt. Yeah. But again, you haven't seen him in a back four. I get that. He's in a back three where you can help each other out. But I think he's been really, really good. And I went Tino Livramento right back. I really like what Livramento's done.
I didn't put Livramento in purely based on because he was injured and like
that's fair enough.
Yeah,
that's fair enough.
He's a smaller sample size, but Lewis has been on the scene for a while. Which is it's sort of unfair from us because I think your doggy still is young enough to go onto this list. But that's just the.
It's almost like the sample size for him has actually not done him any good because the more we've seen of him, the more we've seen some mistakes. Yeah. Whereas Livramento hasn't really put a foot wrong when he's played. That's the problem. Yeah. And I think he might start for England. Honestly, reckon Tuchel, I feel like despite what Reece James has been doing, despite obviously Trent's just, I'd go Reece James and then probably Livramento as a backup.
Oh. Yeah,
but then even then, I reckon they might put Reece James somewhere else.
I wouldn't be surprised if they start a few games together. But I think if there's a scenario where he needs a right back, like a right fullback,
it's going to be Reece James. Yeah, but I think
there's different systems that Livramento tops him in for sure.
He's closing the gap. I think every day. All right, midfield. Do you have a midfield 4?
I've got a midfield like 5.
Go with your 5 then.
Let's go 5. Okay, so I've got sort of left mid of Diouf.
Okay, yeah. Both way, a two-way runner.
Yeah. Because you could go left wing back, but average position says
He's
left
very
midfielder.
Yeah.
I've gone my 3 centre mids. This was tough.
Mm-hmm.
This was very tough.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about it.
Because you have... I've gone Anderson as one.
Yep.
Just because he's a shining light for that.
Really poo team.
Yeah. I've gone Bergvall.
Yeah.
And I've gone Wharton.
Yeah.
And
I like
then
that a lot.
I've got Esteval.
Yeah, okay.
As like a right midder.
So we're going to have similar teams with different formation.
Yeah.
Look, I wish I went your formation because I also would have wanted Bergvall, but obviously I have midfield 3, right? So I have a diamond triangle setup. So I have Anderson and Wharton. Everyone knows how I rave about Wharton. I reckon he's the best English midfielder right now in the world. Anderson as well, also someone that you could shout for the World Cup as well if you want something different in there. And I did still go Florian Wirtz to the 10. I know, double, 10 now?
I kind of forgot he was that young.
He's 21 years old.
Fair enough.
And I need to back my boy. I've saying this for years. I'm still going to hold on to it. It's looking worse and worse as the days go on, but I still have him over Musiala. For me, in the right system, I have him over Musiala, but times are tough, but it's tough for everyone at Liverpool. Give this guy time to cook. Give this team time to just settle.
Yeah.
And I don't know who I mentioned it to, but it feels like this season for Liverpool might be the Real Madrid of last season, where you have to work out who goes where and who plays where and who has to get more time versus not. Yeah. And then come next year, he could make like the Mbappe run that Mbappe's making, Florian Wirtz, because he is way too good to what's going on right now. So I've got him at the 10, even though he's had a tough start.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy? I'll actually say credit to Arsenal because I don't know what Arteta does, but the fact that he can just drop players and he just has a way of like keeping people happy to be dropped. Yeah. Like if I were Kai Havertz, I would have been like, get me out of here.
Yeah.
No ways you signed a replacement while I'm still here. But there's been no talk of it. You've got like a left wing spot, which I think is Trossard at the moment, but he doesn't really have the history to back it up, so to say, as a starter in an Arsenal team. Whereas Slot is sort of unsure of who his best team is, and it's probably costing them.
It's the again, another thing that can be memed when they say, "Oh, we're signing a good character," but this is when it actually matters.
Yeah,
the good characters actually, because I feel like Kai Havertz is one of those guys that you can just throw in when you need him or start him when you need him, but he'll just do it, and he's done a great job for Arsenal. Honestly, I reckon he's probably their best number 9 they've had in probably since Prime Aubameyang. It sort of felt like, honestly, he seems to just always find a way to score, and Arsenal fans keep saying we look the best when Kai Havertz plays up top. So when he comes back, big decision to be made.
You know what's funny is like Arsenal look best when there's some midfielder playing in the 9.
Yeah.
Because they've got a striker, and I think the hate on him is forced. He needs time to gel. He's moved.
Portuguese league is a lot of difference. Yeah.
But he's had some good chances. He just needs like things to drop his way a little.
Yeah, that's a fair way of looking at it. Yeah. So you just have one striker left to go then. Yeah. Who's that striker?
Got Junior Krupi.
So at the moment right now.
Yeah, I've kind of dropped Sesko. Sort of. I guess I was looking at it, and stats wise, there's more to it than stats, but stats wise, Krupi hasn't been given much. We worked out he's got like 100 minutes under his belt, and to score 2 against
one of the best backlines in the world.
One of the best backlines in the world, definitely in the Prem.
Yeah.
And to make it look easy, like he was open like both times. Should be getting you on these lists.
Yeah. And I feel like he's a player that's just going to get better and better with more minutes he plays, right? Yeah. It's tough though, because Evan Nilsson's talk about selfless players, he's such a selfless player. Yeah. He's not a stats guy, Evan Nilsson, but Krupi might be the stats guy. So it's like, what do you want in your striker?
Stats guys score you goals, unfortunately.
And wins you games of football at the end of the day as well. But I wasn't that bold with my front line. So I went Xavi Simons on the left, oh, that's another boy I'm going to back in. I know it's a bit forced as well. Left's not really his position, but he's played there at times. He's still a superstar. I think he'll get better and better as the season goes on. Esteval right winger for me. What a Chelsea's best signing, it sort of feels like. And I did go Sesko up top. I did see Krupi, but I'm like, I can't not go with the boy, Benjamin Sesko, which I thought was a big call not starting him last night, but it worked in the end. So
Yeah.
fair play, Amram. But yeah, Sesko, well, he back-to-back goals in the last 2 Premier League games he had. Obviously didn't get a goal last night, but maybe he'll get start versus Brighton and can get back on the goal scorers list. But the strikers are a little bit harder to come by. Normally the strikers is the easiest for the young players, but there wasn't that many to... Because Voltema's obviously 23 now.
He's 23.
Yeah, I thought he would be the banker, and I realised he's turned 23.
Yeah.
You've only really got Sesko, Krupi that actually play. And Krupi barely, he's at his first start on the weekend. So
Yeah.
it's a tougher task than it usually is
Yeah.
with these young players.
Who else is there? Because how old is Evan Nielsen? He must be like...
Oh, he's older, he's 28.
26.
Yeah,
okay.
26.
Yeah.
2 different types of strikers, Evan Nielsen versus Krupi, but Krupi's put his best foot forward, it felt like, in that game there. There we go. I'll list off mine, you can list off yours. I meant Robin Rose, Miles Vescelli, Lenny Yoro, Christian Mosquera, and Tino Livramento, Anderson, Wharton, and Wirtz in midfield, and Esteval on the right, Sesko up top, and on the left I went Xabi Simons.
Very nice. I've gone Ropes, goalkeeper, O'Reilly, Achempong, Mosquera, Lewis. I've gone left mid or like asymmetric left wing back. Don't judge me. Diouf, 3 centre mids, Anderson, Bergwell, Wharton, right mid Esteval, and Junior Krupi.
In the line, the man up front. Hey, Bergwall's a good get. I really wanted to get him in. I just couldn't find a spot for him.
He's been producing in Champions League, and
Yeah.
I feel like that gets you a
100%. He needs to play more. The Tottenham fans want him to play more. He's not starting, and they're getting upset that he's not.
Yeah.
That's starting.
Well, I mean, Colby Mainu should be on the list as well.
But he's not starting.
Same reason.
Yeah, it's tough out there. Actually, Colby Manu's a big one. Because he would have been on this list easily last season, walked into the team. But
I think probably beats either Anderson or Wharton to that list for me, which is it's a shout. But
it's a close one.
I think I've based mine on like a combination of where I think they're going to end up potential wise and how much like their stats when they play, because for under 23 playing a lot is like obviously good, but you also want like just show glimpses of that potential.
Yeah.
And Wirtz obviously gets up there. I kind of just thought he was 23.
Yeah, that's
fair.
bad. No, that's the thing with Wirtz. Everyone thinks he's so old. He's 21 years old.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And he's already done a big knee injury as well in that time. So it's crazy.
Yeah.
He started so young. But yeah, it's funny you mentioned that about like Anderson and stuff like that. I think he's probably better than Anderson, but Anderson's a prime example for Colby Mainu, and I'm scared I'm speaking this into existence, but Anderson did the exact thing, or was going through the exact thing that Colby Mainu was going through, where they've got Tonali, Joe Linton, and Bruno Guimaraes in midfield. He said, "No, I'm leaving. I want my starting 11 spot." Yeah. Went to Forest, and now he's in World Cup contention. For Colby Mainu might have to, unfortunately, do the same thing and go to another club and just dominate.
How much more like top football does Bruno have? Like I'm not calling him washed by any means. Just sort of insinuating like when does United cash in? Because Portuguese players, high rep Portuguese players do absolute minutes in Saudi Arabia. We've seen with João Felix because of Ronaldo.
Yeah.
They do love their Portuguese stars.
It's just a case of they're not the same positional player, but Amarin continues to think they are. It's just crazy.
Well, it worked out. But also you've gone and signed Mbeumo and Cunha to sort of, should by rights be playing. I kind of picture them all in like very similar spots.
Hey, squad depth the thing.
Squad depth, but you're signing all 3
stars. No. But if you want to be a successful team, you got to play players, and some you to drop. I don't know. It's just the way things are sometimes. But it's a story for another day. But poor Colby Mainu, man. All right, MVP votes to finish today off. You started the last one, so I'll start this time around.
Hit it.
My one vote. This guy I think is now going back-to-back weeks with one vote or two votes. I went Emi Buendia.
Is this just you doing one vote?
One.
Okay.
I went my out 1 to
Cool,
5.
gotcha.
Yeah, so one vote I went Emi Buendia. A goal off the bench. I looked at his stats. Did not misplace a pass. Did not get dispossessed. 100% dribble success rate. Only lost one ground duel. Talk about pristine 25 minutes and ends up winning the game for his side. So, look, not much sample size, but in terms of impact, couldn't really go wrong there. So Emi Buendia gets a vote. Erling Haaland gets 2 votes. He's finally back in the votes. I feel like he might not win my MVP this season because my expectations are so high on this guy that I just say, oh yeah, good game.
But
it's
it's justified, and we'll see. But yeah,
I was tossing and turning 3 votes or 2 votes, but yeah, I went with 2 votes for him, partly because that chance in the 80 or something minute where he should have made it 3 and he got the hat trick. I thought, that gets you 3 votes for me. If you score that, get the hat trick. So yeah, I put him getting 2 votes. Danny Welbeck then gets my 3 votes.
Nice.
Because clinical finish, 2 goals. As I said, 2 shots, 2 goals, match winning performance, and it's Danny Welbeck. We love that Danny Welbeck.
And it's Newcastle.
Yeah. And it's a big game for Brighton to turn their season around. So Welbeck gets 3 votes. Jean-Philippe Mateta gets my 4 votes. I really am hating on him today. Hat trick.
That's crazy.
But 3 big chances missed and could have won Palace the game and didn't. But you know who did win his side the game was Reece James. He gets my 5 votes. Goal, assist, captain performance, gets Chelsea back on track.
That's unbelievable.
I really rated Reece James' performance. We didn't see much of the game. Obviously, we were at the Glory on the weekend, but I went back and watched it yesterday afternoon before the live stream. That was a really big performance from Reece James, man.
Yeah, for sure.
It was and I'm really harsh on Reece James. I think this is more like me just, again, another example of me toning my agenda. I keep saying, is he really the captain for Chelsea? Is he really going to be that guy? But the way he stood up in that game there, I know Forest's been in bad form, but tough away game, early kickoff. It's always a stinker, early kickoff.
Angry Forest fans.
Exactly. It could have been easily a game at Chelsea go and throw it away, but he was the guy to lead side over the line, gets the assist, gets the goal, keeps a clean sheet, is the skipper of the side, the passionate full time. It was just, for me, a chef's kiss performance. So 5 stars and 5 votes for me.
That's crazy.
Bold, I know.
That's bold. I've gone Junior Krupi
I can't believe I forgot him as well. Yeah, I didn't have him.
in 1.
Yeah.
I've gone Holland in 2 votes.
Do you agree with him? Yeah, okay, yeah.
I do agree with you. I think that was perfect. Should just be scoring more.
Yeah, just finish it
Just
off, mate.
just score more. Like we love seeing Jordan Pickford concede goals, and you made Jordan Pickford look way too good. Get him gone.
Yeah. I like that.
I've gone Danny Welbeck with 3.
Do you agree again? Yeah.
We agree.
I feel like we don't agree here though, do we?
I've gone Reece James 4.
Yeah, okay, yeah, fair enough.
And then I've gone boom.
5.
Mateta.
5 booms for Mateta.
5 booms for big man Mateta. Coming off France international break. Not much rest. Big older guy. No shade. And to score 3 goals. I know you're hating on him.
I feel bad
for not scoring that 1 more.
Yeah.
But he did score 3 against a top Bournemouth side who last season and this season, although this season I think they're going to get found out a little more, have been really good. Best in the league for both 2 seasons or up there. So I've gone Mateta.
Yeah. Top. I really have kept the agenda today, haven't I? I do like Palace, I like Mateta, but I hold him to a high standard, man. Yeah. And I'll tell you what, Reece James is before. I loved it. It was one of those like proper captain's display from Reece James. So yeah, that's why I've got him up there. I think Welbeck's picked up a vote or so for me. Obviously, Haaland's picked up a few votes. And even Dia gets some more votes for me. I think it might be Mateta's first time on the MVP vote. So he debuts for both the guest list and my list.
Very nice.
And as such, Semenyo remains top of both, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, as he should.
He should. So he's holding his lead for now. Yeah. Haaland's closing that gap though.
I feel so bad because there's Chelsea players that I feel like should have gotten their votes, and any other week they probably do. Like Neto was in contention for that 1 pointer for me. But yeah.
even Caicedo's little cameo changed the game. I
Yeah,
thought.
for
I think it
sure.
was really, really good. Did bottle my FPL for that, but that's
Yeah, should have just stayed on the bench.
yeah, would have helped me out there. But there you go. Under 23s combined 11 MVP votes. United winning, Chelsea winning, Arsenal top of the league. And that's the weekend's action.
Still got some more tonight.
Still got Monday Night Football,
But
and
pretty
there's
enough.
two stinky teams, but it's two stinky teams make a good game,
Yeah.
especially on a Monday night.
And
so-
and they I wouldn't say they're up and coming, but they can turn their seasons around because
100%.
you've got West Ham with Nuno,
Yep.
and you've got Brentford, who have lost some key players when they probably didn't want to. You've got some up and coming players who I think will do well
Yeah.
if that Brentford team stays in the league for.
They've had a really young. I didn't realize how young some of the players
Yeah.
are. When I was looking at this under 23 side, I'm like, oh, Brentford have like 3 or 4 starters at under 23 years of age. So they really are a young up and coming side. But yeah, that's gonna be a good game tonight. Monday Night Football. If anything crazy happens there, their votes will carry over into next week's. But nothing yet has really happened on Monday nights to really impact the lists.
Would they be able to get
They'll get votes.
onto the list twice?
No. Oh, yes.
They should be.
So, yeah, for 2. Yeah, no, that is true. But yet to really have a big Monday night game that's really impacted the votes yet.
Yeah.
I've
Hopefully,
looked back and made sure I haven't
hopefully
forgotten
they've had a tame weekend and can give us some
Yeah,
entertainment
yeah,
to
absolutely.
wake up to.
Because I ain't staying up at 3 a.m. on a Monday to watch some Monday Night Football. But there we go. That is this week done. Match day 8 is wrapped up. We've got 3 more weekends and, believe it or not, another international break, which is ridiculous. Sad times. But 3 more weekends to get excited about. Thank you for joining me, my man.
Always
Been
good
another
to
great
be here.
weekend. I'm smiling. I'm happy for once in this show. So it's a win for me. Like, comment, subscribe on YouTube. Poddy's coming out Wednesday. Champions League predictions out tomorrow. El Clasico live stream on Sunday. Get excited for that. So a lot to come this weekend. Yeah, make sure to stay tuned in on the channels. See all the clips coming out this weekend as well. And subscribe if you're new around here. But that being said, guys, we'll see you same time, same place, Monday next week for Match Day 9 Premier League review. Till next time, guys. See you later.